Culture of knowledge, an essential subject from Vinipedia. According to Bhagavad Gita, there are 18 items in culturing knowledge. By such culture of knowledge one becomes gradually prideless, devoid of vanity, non-violent, forbearing, simple, devoted to the great spiritual master, and self-controlled. By culture of knowledge one becomes unattached to hearth and home and becomes conscious of the miseries due to death, birth, old age and disease. And all culture of knowledge culminates in devotional service to the personality of Godhead, Vasudeva. Therefore, Vasudeva is the ultimate aim in culturing all different branches of knowledge. Culture of knowledge leading one to the transcendental plane of meeting Vasudeva is real knowledge. Srila Prabhupada's books, lectures, conversations and letters offer a comprehensive presentation of this essential subject as seen in the Vinikote's Culture of Knowledge category. An introduction from his books is given below in the following 8 quotes. Quotes from Srila Prabhupada's books. According to Bhagavad Gita, there are 18 items in culturing knowledge. By such culture of knowledge one becomes gradually prideless, devoid of vanity, non-violent, forbearing, simple, devoted to the great spiritual master, and self-controlled. By culture of knowledge one becomes unattached to hearth and home and becomes conscious of the miseries due to death, birth, old age and disease. And all culture of knowledge culminates in devotional service to the personality of Godhead, Vasudeva. Armad Bh Gavatam 1.2. 28-29, the learned sages feel disgust with this sort of false prestige as the quintessential disease of material existence. All good work, culture of knowledge, meditation, austerity, and so forth, whatever is performed, all of these activities are meant to ameliorate this material disease. Message of Godhead, Chapter 2, Such truth uproots the threefold miseries. This beautiful Bh Gavatam, compiled by the great sage Vasudeva in his maturity, is sufficient in itself for God realization. What is the need of any other scripture? As soon as one attentively and submissively hears the message of Bh Gavatam, by this culture of knowledge the Supreme Lord is established within his heart. Armad Bh Gavatam 1.1. 2. By such culture of knowledge one becomes gradually prideless, devoid of vanity, non-violent, forbearing, simple, devoted to the great spiritual master, and self-controlled. By culture of knowledge one becomes unattached to hearth and home and becomes conscious of the miseries due to death, birth, old age and disease. And all culture of knowledge culminates in devotional service to the personality of Godhead, Vasudeva. Armad Bh Gavatam 1.2. 28-29, coordinating such devotional activities with our daily activities is technically known as karma yoga. The same devotional activities when mixed with the culture of knowledge are technically called jnana yoga. But when such devotional activities transcend the limits of all such work or mental knowledge, this state of affairs is called pure transcendental devotion or bhakti yoga. Message of Godhead, Chapter 2. Learned men do give much stress to the happiness and distress of the soul proper, which is spirit and transcends the existence of the body and the mind. When we enter into such culture of knowledge, it is called transcendental knowledge. Marshal Arjuna portrayed himself as a materialistic fool, without any transcendental knowledge, just to teach us, who are cent percent materialistic fools. Message of Godhead, Chapter 1. Purification of the heart by culture of knowledge or mystic yoga may be alright for the time being for an individual person, but it is like the cleansing of a small quantity of stagnant water by chemical processes. Such clarification of water may stand for the time being and the sediments settle down, but by a slight agitation everything becomes muddy. The idea is that devotional service to the Lord is the only method of cleansing the heart for good. Whereas other methods may be superficially good for the time being, there is a risk of becoming muddy again due to agitation of the mind. Armad Bh Gavatam 2.8. 5. Real culture of knowledge, therefore, pertains not to Kshetra but to Kshetra. We shall get full opportunity to discuss all these subjects more elaborately, but for the present we may be satisfied simply by knowing that the Kshetra, Puru, or enjoyer, is the central objective of all knowledge, because it is this Kshetra alone that creates everything in conjunction with the material body and mind and the allied physical elements. Message of Godhead, Chapter 1.